Yes, upstream from the Royal. This Herbert Creek, as we've seen in an earlier film, starts at the top of Helensburgh up along Walker Street near Cemetery Road. There it is very pristine. But here downstream from an industrial area, we can see that there is sand and other sediment that has obviously been washed down. Now we find that after 30 years, the owners of the industrial side are going to do something environmentally to look after the creek which flows through their property, which is rather nice of them. However, there can be no guarantee, certainly no personal ones, that any environmental controls anywhere will sufficiently work in tremendous downpours, and Helensburgh is recognised as being one of the wettest areas of New South Wales. You can see by the size of these drains how huge the volume of water is allowed for. And this is most extraordinary. But this is what you have when you have a major tributary of the Hacking River, which flows through the Royal National Park, which is on the Australian National Heritage List, including this river. One of the concerns of having an Australian National Heritage listed area is the significant impact of developments adjacent to the area may have. Once that zoning goes into place by council, the federal government of Australia can do something about it. However, the thing is, why do you have sites like industrial or business adjacent to such areas and at the top of tributaries that are the lifeblood of those Australian National Heritage listed areas? Here we are further upstream. That is downstream from the industrial area. As you can see, an extensive amount of water must come down here when there are deluges. Nothing should be allowed to affect this creek. Even the vines hanging down from the trees, beautiful rainforest. As a matter of fact, you could compare this to the Daintree rainforest of northern Queensland. That's how good this area is and should remain protected. We now see siltation brought down, beaches, eroded sand, sand mixed. That's what we're seeing. Particularly here, and we see tracks. Beautiful area, should be vastly protected. And then you see things like this washed down. It doesn't wash upstream. Here we are further downstream where Herbert's Creek has joined up with Gills Creek and Kelly's Creek to form a Hacking River. And here we are at the Otford crossing on Otford Road, and as you can see it certainly gets deep with the 2 metre water sign there. But look at these concrete blocks, they too have been subject to the force of water. But when we look in that creek we see a lot of algae, and we didn't spot that in Herbert Creek. So all these creeks, there's a lot of stuff that comes down and it's not getting very cleaned at all. And this is a major concern looking back up towards the junction areas. Yes, as you can see, the force of water has really eaten into this concrete weir, and look how those blocks have been pulled out of metal bars. Certainly a tremendous force of water, and usually when there is the deluge this road is closed. And here we are looking north, and this is where it flows towards the Royal National Park, which is just down the creek there, and that's the Australian National Heritage listed area. So as you can see, it must be protected, and protected at all costs. Thank you.